This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the place to go for all of your website needs. Hop over to www.squarespace.com/Hugh for a free trial, and if you like what you see and want to move forward, receive 10% off your first order by using the discount code Hugh at checkout. Thanks, Squarespace. By the way, one seat just opened up from our otherwise sold-out Streets of New York photography workshop this October, so if you're interested, grab it while you can. Hey everybody, I'm Hugh Brownstone for Three Blind Men and an Elephant, and I will make this video short, very short, especially because, although I was briefed by Fujifilm, I did not get their new $7,500 GFX 100 the second, hold that thought, in hand before embargo lift, and the briefing was a bit light on things like weight, and this is a new body. Still, I've shot with the original 102 megapixel GFX 100 and the GFX 100S, and I can tell you, OMG, I loved the imagery coming out of both of them. I really loved the tiltable EVF. Once I had Fujifilm's GFX 100S in hand, a single image I took with a single lens told me all I needed to know about it. But then I learned a whole lot more. In fact, these two cameras had the best image quality I'd ever seen, including my own Leicas, until I tried Hasselblad's recently released 102 megapixel X2D. Then again, I didn't love the size and weight of the original GFX 100, and while Fujifilm did cut half a freaking kilo from it in creating its baby brother GFX 100S, cutting a whopping $4,000 off the price while they were at it, they also cut a couple of corners in ways that, though making perfect financial sense, diminished the appeal of the S for me personally, most especially in the form of a lower-end EVF and the inability to use it, in any case, with the EVF tilt adapter. What I can say, however, is that this new addition to the GFX 100 line addresses almost every lament in my previous reviews of the original and the subsequent S for, depending upon one's perspective, 25% less than the original or 25% more than the 100S. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, I suppose. Although, no, I don't think they've done anything new with the menu system. In any event, the headline points for me, your mileage may vary, and as always, that's fine, are these. A. Unwieldy nomenclature aside, Fuji made it very clear that this is not a Mark II, but the second, reminding me of nothing so much as the character of Douglas C. Niedermeyer, Sergeant at Arms in National Lampoon's 1976 Animal House. I think of this new camera as a pendulum swing back to the original GFX 100's apex aspirations in a brand new GFX 100S body. That is, no compromise functionality in a smaller body made possible most especially by lopping off the integrated vertical grip of the original. Although, rest easy, there will be an optional vertical grip for the second. B. The second does accept the $570 EVF tilt adapter. Big up, yay! C. The seconds. EVF has been upgraded to the best in the industry 0.64-inch 9.44 million dot unit found in Sony's A1 and A7R5, magnified to a full 1.0x. Yeah, baby, yeah. The seconds. IBIS has been improved in theory to 8 stops from the GFX 100S's 6. This would be good. 2 full stops for what we do? Good enough for handheld high-resolution multi-shot images? To be determined. E, the second, can take an optional fan that I assume is the same one available for their XF cameras, although I still don't see using a GFX series camera as a video camera, even as I understand its video specs have been improved too, made possible at least in part by F, the second's processor, which has been upgraded to the same X Processor 5 in the XH2 series, and G, the second's sensor, is new. I don't know what new really means in this context. That was another one of those light on details moments in the briefing, and I don't know precisely how that upgraded sensor and processor will impact autofocus performance, dynamic range, or Reliability. This last one being the most important holdover issue for me, dating back to my last outing with the original GFX 100 in 2021. So fair enough, 2 years ago. I don't mean to be flippant, but that's kind of it on the GFX 100 II. For now, again, until I go hands-on with it. Although, right, they also announced a new $2,300 55 1.7, perfect for street or travel in specification, the equivalent of a full-frame 44mm f1.4, and a pair of tilt-shift lenses, ideally suited in specification for architecture, a $4,000 30mm f5.6 and $3,500 110mm f5.6. But again, I haven't had them in hand, so I can't add any value to the announcement. Just multiply those focal lengths by 0.8. Same thing with the apertures to understand field of view and maximum shallow depth of field full-frame equivalents. I hope they will be exceptional. They need to be exceptional to extract all of the detail of which a 102 megapixel sensor is capable. And Fujifilm has created lenses which are exceptional, like their 110mm f2. Oh, wow. But again, we'll have to wait and see not only about image quality, but size, weight, and auto performance and dynamic range. I am hopeful. What about the competition? Should Hasselblad be worried? Yeah, probably. They've just come out with the X2D, and it's more expensive, has fewer lenses, doesn't have a tiltable EVF. Its autofocus at the moment is not competitive, and it isn't lighter in any meaningful way. But where GFX 100 II has relatively pedestrian industrial design, and like a number of other cameras, just a mess of a menu system, the X2D is a benchmark in industrial design with the best menu system in the industry and second only to Leica build quality. It has a wonderful history, a wonderful pedigree, and the most robust tilting rear screen I've ever used. It's a joy in hand. Should Leica be worried? Possibly, but probably not so much. They seem to have stopped production of their most direct competitor to the GFX line, their own medium format DSLR S system. Then again, what about the full-frame SL2, which I own, with only 47.5 megapixels, only contrast detection DFD autofocus? Well, the SL2 is also a work of art with unmatched industrial design, build quality, and pedigree. The autofocus has been honed and is quite good. It has a second only to Hasselblad menu system, the greatest line of f2 primes in the business, a much broader and deeper lens ecosystem courtesy of the L-mount Alliance, and the timing is about right for an upgrade to an SL3, which I imagine will happen within the next 12 months. What that upgrade might be, who knows for sure outside of Leica itself, but based on the L² partnership with Panasonic and the hybrid phase detection autofocus of both the Panasonic S5 II and Leica's Q3, I suspect an SL3 would have an at least as good as, if not better than, autofocus system, might have a tilty screen, might have that same 9.44 million dot EVF with 1.0x magnification, possibly a new sensor, certainly a new processor. In the near term, it will all come down to this, something that has become more difficult to predict as early adopters have been drawn into the role ever more of beta testers. 1. How closely will the execution of GX100 II match the implicit promise of it? 2. How many of us will need or want all that it can offer if there's no daylight between the two? And finally, 3. How many of us will then pony up for the privilege or choose a different set of trade-offs? I guess we'll all have to hold that thought for a while longer. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. From custom domains to beautiful websites using their easily customizable templates that you can have up and running in minutes, e-commerce, email and email marketing, SEO, analytics, and scheduling, Squarespace does it all and has done it for us for the last 6 years. If you are a small to mid-sized business in any industry, Squarespace is the place to go for all of your website needs. Hop over to www.squarespace.com/Hugh for a free trial. And if you like what you see and want to move forward, receive 10% off your first order by using the discount code Hugh at checkout. Thanks, Squarespace. If you like what you've seen here today, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, join the conversation in the comment section below because this is an exceptional audience. If you'd like help with a portfolio review, gear selection, finding or honing your artistic voice, sign up for a one-on-one mentoring video call via Zoom at 3bmep.com/booking. Finally, please consider supporting our work by using the no-cost-to-you affiliate links down below, sending us coffee money via PayPal, or most especially, joining us on Patreon, links down below as well. However you choose to support us, as always, we thank you for it.